I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Maple Mayhem. It was 3 tournaments in one day. And definitely mayhem on my back, mayhem on my feet, mayhem on my brain, and mayhem on my performance. Oh man, did that ever not go well. So that's what happened this weekend. Friday night, Flip Frenzy tournament at Maple. That was just the warm-up. And then Shaun, Russell, Nick Greenan, and I stayed the night. We were hotel buddies and went back in the morning for this 3 tournaments, 1 day Maple Mayhem, put on by Jeff Teolis and the boys at Maple Pinball, Shane Jackson and Doug Byard, with the help of many. There was a good turnout. I think we had over 40 players in each of the 3 events. The first event was a classics match play, 13 rounds of older games, solid state and EM. That was the one I did the best at, maybe around 11th place or something, and then it went downhill from there. The vet is calling. Don't you know I'm recording my shenanigans? Like, that's way more important than my kitty cat. No, just kidding. Totally kidding. And they're calling at 6:22. I guess they're still open. I'll just check the message. But I think they just want to bring her in for a checkup because she's due. Anyway, event number 2, Flip Frenzy. So the Friday night was my first Flip Frenzy ever. And then this was my second. Pretty cool format. Let's zoom in a little bit here so we can see better. So it was 3 hours long. I think it may have got cut to 2.5 hours because we were running behind. We started at 10 a.m. roughly, and we left at about 2 a.m. and the last of the tournaments was still going on. It was down to about 6 players on event number 3, which is the Fair Strikes tournament. So you 9 strikes and you're out. If you place first, you don't get a strike. If you place last, you get 2 strikes. If you're second or third, you only get 1 strike. So we left. There was around 6 players left, and that was 2 a.m. in the morning. So let's see, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 12, 3, like 16 hours of playing, give or take, minus breaks and stuff. It was mayhem indeed. Okay, so here is the results. All right, the 9 fair strikes, we got Adam Becker, Jack Tadman, and Mike Castleman. Oh yeah, I was going to show you some of the players that were there. It was really strong, like Adam Becker, Carter Castleman. These are, I'll mention who I think are top 100 guys, but I don't know for sure. And and most of them are higher than top 100 too. Jack Tadman. Duncan might be, I'm not really sure. Jeff Teolis. Let's see, who else? There's a lot of good players. Mike Castleman, Mike Dimas, and Mike Savage. That's a mean combo right there. Actually, if I was on my game, it could have been. Nick did pretty well. Did better than I did. And Shawnee Boy Russell, he cashed in all 4 tournaments. Top 8 performances for him. So good job, brother. Our little carload represented to a certain degree, especially with Shaun and Nick. And Zeus, I don't know if he's top 100 or not. He mostly stays local. He doesn't really travel. But might have scanned over a couple other names there, but I think I got everybody. Anyway, lots of good players. Over 40, I believe, in each tournament. And so the Flip Frenzy was Adam Becker, Zeus, and Jay Hamill, representing London, Ontario Pinball League. Good job, brother. You got to be like most improved player, man. You've been qualifying or finishing strong in a lot of events lately. And classics match play were Carter, Adam Becker, and Duncan. So good showing for some good players for sure. And the Flip Frenzy that happened the Friday night, Carter also won. I forget who came second and third. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. Lots of fun. And back in the basement finally for some more miscellaneous stuff. Oh, while I was gone, I arranged to pick up some new sheets of pinball glass. I got 6 pieces of glass from Dino Zorba's. Check this out. Yeah, brand new glass. I am set for a while. Got a couple pieces for you, Kevin Graisley. I know you were asking a while back. I was trying to order 10 pieces, but they were actually a little bit low on stock. Also got 2 more glare guards. Oh, and that's why Avengers is on. I was testing the glare guard to see how effective it was, because on the newer Sterns, the speaker panel is angled back a little bit, so it's supposed to help with the glare. But check it out, you can see pretty clearly that the glare guard does help to a certain degree. And it's like $12. If you want to really solve the problem, you buy the anti-glare glass and spend $400. So it's up to you. I like the Shenanigander way, $12 way, with free shipping. Oh, shout out to Les Cowell. Thank you, brother, for bringing all of my crap, the glass, this box, and other people's crap. Nick Greenan. You got some stuff for Edward, wide body glass. You got playfield and plastics for Shane. Thanks for bringing all that stuff. I know it was in your car for a few days, so you weren't able to take your Dodge Charger over any like Dukes of Hazzard jumps in the last few days, but now you can. Glass is out of your vehicle. So thanks, Les, for transportation services. And we'll go over what I got. Some new colored shooter tips. More Siegecraft adapters for installing LEDs. This one I got off Eddie. He also distributes these now. That's pinballleds.ca, and don't forget Dave is still pinballrom.com. He also distributes these, so you got options. And they both distribute LEDs. So I got myself 200 44 style natural white LEDs and some green 44s and blue 555s. So that, thank you, Eddie, for that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Les, for making all that happen. So I got me some more fun. Okay. When you guys were not looking, before I left for the tournament, I did a code update on Avengers, and I installed the new game ROMs, updated code for Terminator 3. We were playing on the old 3.01 code. So sorry, Lenny, previous owner of T3, all your scores are wiped. But also my scores are wiped too. I had a couple good ones on there. And the new code has been installed. At some point, someone repaired a broken leg. That's an interesting way to do it. It obviously must have worked, because I didn't have any issues with the display, animation, or anything. So these are really garbage. Is there any reason to save these whatsoever? I mean, just in case my new ROMs have some sort of glitch, then I would just go to Dave and get replacement ROMs. But yeah, let's do it. Every once in a while, you just got to do it. Bye-bye. Okay. I found some reinforced target brackets in my stash. I'm going to install in the whitewater green targets and probably remove my mantis protectors, hoping that my green targets register consistently and don't bend all over the place. So I found those. If you watched a previous T3 video, you would have noticed that, or you may have remembered, that I tried to fix the trough kicking up so hard, the ball into the trough, it was smashing a hole in the wood. So I put on this nice bracket, and then I added some dampening foam under the plunger. So like plunger sits like this. I put dampening foam under so that it couldn't travel as far. But I put 3 layers, and the plunger was actually sticking up into the trough and stopping the balls from rolling down. So that was a fail. And I remember actually trying that on my Harley Davidson, but I forgot that that didn't work. So the other solution I have, so I'm going to cut a piece of garden hose, and I'm going to slide it onto the shaft so that, and then just put it right there, so that when the plunger plunges, it can't plunge all the way, so it doesn't have as strong of a plunge. And that worked like a charm on my Harley Davidson. A lot of these White Star games, the trough solenoid just blasts the ball so hard into the trough that it really does damage on the wood rail, but also it bounces the ball back into the trough sometimes, so it's a real pain. Anyway, that's going to be the new solution. I've done that like garden hose trick on at least 2 other machines, and it works great. I even got a piece of hose somewhere around here. I hope I kept it. I don't see why I wouldn't have. Do you see it? I know, I've got hose. Did I put it in the shed? Here. This is it. It's actually, oh look, we got stuff falling from the sky. Viking game ROM. I've got all these like chips on this board here that I don't know what the heck to do with. It's definitely not very organized. Jim Wilkes is cringing right now. Like, look at all this. There's just crap everywhere. I'm just trying to pull out this damn hose. Here we go. So I just cut a like centimeter piece off that, slide it on the shaft, and that will prevent the friggin' ball exploding into the trough, which is basically what it does. By the way, the new software, here, I'll show you. I'll show you, it says 4.0 now. When I was playing a test game, there was a new little mode that popped up. It was just like there it is, 4.0. Oh yeah, and that score, how do you like that score? That was my quick test game. 199999999. Talk about kind of nining it out. So like, I think one of those robot dudes came out and said like, quick draw, and you had to try and shoot a shot to, anyway, it was a cool new little mode / animation / video mode, whatever it was. You think I should color DMD this thing? I mean, does this machine, can it afford $630? I mean, it's so nice though. Anyway, oh, I also heard that color DMD was out of stock. Maybe I should have got the boys at Allentown to pick me up some color DMDs if they were available. We'll have to look that up. I am very curious now, because if they're out of stock because the old supply chain thing, then might have to be sparing on when and where I use my color DMDs. Anyway, another miscellaneous shenanigans activity. Actually, before I forget, I had my Rob Burke, if you saw in a previous video, is buying my Harem old EM Playmatic machine. So that has been scheduled for pickup on whatever, let's say Monday, and then they called and said they couldn't do it Monday because they didn't have a truck that was small enough for residential, so we rescheduled for tomorrow. So this company is called YCR Transport. They only have like big giant trucks, so they had to hire a small, like a, what's it called? Some other company. Let me think of it. It's not Prestige, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, YCR Shipping subcontracted this other shipping company. I talked to them today to confirm the pickup for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, they're going to come sometime. They're going to call me. So I go to Burger King for lunch before my dentist appointment. And I'm eating my fries. And YCR calls me
It's like, yeah, I'm at the property ready to pick up the machine. It's like, what? First of all, you're not supposed to be picking it up. Secondly, I just talked to the guys. It's scheduled for tomorrow. And thirdly, like he's got like a 48-foot friggin' truck blocking the whole road and pretty much in front of the property. So that is some shipping shenanigans. So I just pretty much packed my lunch, jumped in my vehicle, drove over there, get the machine loaded up, no problem, with the lift cart or pump cart, and it went bye-bye. And I might have a clip here that I will add in if I remember. Harem is going bye-bye officially. Of it going bye-bye to Rob Burke. Yeah, so then I made it just in time with about 7 minutes to spare for my dentist appointment. So, you know, I gotta say, almost every time I've shipped a pinball machine, it's been similar shenanigans. It never goes according to plan. Man, oh man. Ask Rob Noel. I've had him ship a few machines for me now, and it's always something. Oh, remember the time I talked about this before? Where the guy like tore up Rob Noel's, he's got like a kilometer-long driveway. The truck was trying to back in and like tore up his whole yard, and it was a mess. Anyway, he got compensated by the shipping company for destroying his lawn. So there's always something with these shippers, man. Like, just if you ever ship a pinball machine, expect the worst and hope for the best. I've said that before, and I will say it again. Speaking of shenanigans activities, I was talking to Tilting T, and he sent me a fun photo. He was having an issue with, I think it was his Lethal Weapon 3, where he was getting a slam tilt happening and all kinds of weird switch closures and whatnot. And he said he finally solved the issue, and he described it to me, and I kind of understood it. But then he sent me a photo, and then now you can really understand it. Okay, so this is what, I'll explain to you what you're looking at here. So there's a playfield hanger that you like, you know, when you pull the playfield out and slide it onto the receiver bar. It's got a couple screws into it. Well, here's the screw. It literally worked its way out of the playfield hanger and landed on one of the switches. It's just touching the switch lug. So that right there is what was causing his issue. So I don't know what he did to solve it. I would probably just cram the hole full of some bamboo skewer and wood glue and then re-screw this back in. But there you go. This apparently is, not apparently, this is an issue that happens on multiple Data East machines. So if you ever have some weird issues with slam tilt or other switch closers, check your playfield hanger screw. What do you know about that? Okay. I just wrote down a few quick little things, so I just wanted to give y'all an update on what was going on in Shenaniganderland. Let's see. Shout out to Ken Brown, by the way. I saw him at Maple. He had recently purchased a Shenanigander shirt or hoodie. I forget what it was, probably a shirt, and was supporting the action at Maple. So thanks, Ken. I do appreciate that. If you want your Shenanigander merch, just go to silverballswag.com. And I sold a little bit more crap last month. So the first month was gonna the best month, and it was always going to be. Second month, I sold maybe 8 things. Month number 3, I sold like maybe 10 things or something. So appreciate all the love. Oh, I should really pull up the list, but I don't think I have that anymore. I might have deleted it. So I even added like Shenanigander embroidered patches, about maybe yay big, and someone bought one of those, so that's pretty sweet. But yep, thanks Ken for supporting Shenanigander action, and I know you're a little sad I didn't do any recording Saturday, but I did do some recording Friday. But Saturday I was just, I don't know, it was mayhem, man. It was mayhem. Hardly time to record. And by the time there was time to record, I was pretty exhausted, and I was like, I was on autopilot, zombie playing, and just decided not to bust out the camera. Although probably should have, but oh well, I can't record everything. What else? Glass guard, shipping shenanigans, harem. What does that say? Feature, target, ball, launch, fix, maple, kind brown, tilting screw, ride, Allentown. Okay, I got a little bit of clip of Allentown from correspondent Julie Dorsers, but that'll be maybe on a separate video. She did a little quick walkthrough for me. She kind of stopped halfway through, and I don't think she ended up doing the full tour of the rest of the facility, but there's a little bit of Allentown action there that I will show you that happened while we were at Maple. But yeah, so that's basically what's been going on in Shenaniganderland. So hopefully I'll get caught up with my editing and uploading and all that soon, but I've got a few videos in the bank by the time you get to this one. Anyway, I'm going to actually finally try and finish T3, which is darn near the finish line, and finish Nugent, which just needs a flipper rebuild, and that will be done. So that's all for today. Keep the shenanigans real, my friends. See you on the next one. Oh, I forgot to show. Part of my Eddie package was a set of fuse breakers, all the common amperages, and I'm excited to have these so I can stop blowing fuses unnecessarily when testing. So, hey, this was only like maybe $25 for this whole set, so stoked to have this in the toolbox.